Hello there, I'm Patrick. You might remember me from the time I talked about the Game Boy Advance. Good times, right? No, I'm not right. Anyhow, my patented idea drawer is kinda on the fritz from overusing it last time, so, I got my best mechanics on the job. This is Mario, this is Luigi. You might know him from, some places. Anyhow, what's the report, fellas?
Well, you overused your idea drawer last time, so now it's broken.
Oh no!
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Hey, you're not going to lock us in here, are you?
Really? Oh, jeez. That's lovely. Thanks, fellas. They're so helpful. Well, since they said I can't use the idea drawer for a while, I guess I'm stuck with stuff I already own. That's not good. I don't own any systems, but I do own a few controllers. Specifically, every Nintendo controller. Well, mainline controller. So, what defines a mainline controller? Well, it has to be the first controller released for any of Nintendo's successful systems. NES, SNES, 64, GameCube, Wii U, Switch. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I have a few extra controllers, like Wii Remote Plus, NES Advantage, that kind of fun stuff too. But let's start off with a classic. Excuse me. The NES controller. Look at that. It's a perfect rectangle. I love it. Four fantastic lines of video game. Now, the NES controller was quite revolutionary for the time. See this, like, cross-looking thing here? That's the D-pad. Nintendo used it on, like, a few other Game & Watch systems. I don't own any, but, yeah. D-pad, buttons, B and A. Ugh, buttons feel so good. You see, this is where the term button mashing was invented. Just mash those damn buttons, yeah? Yeah! Start and select, kind of unimportant. Yeah. Overall, good controller. Although, as one Scott Wozniak might tell you, apparently corners dug into people's size of their hands, but I don't really feel it. But that was a common complaint back in the day, so okay, let's get rid of that. Excuse me. Let me just. That didn't do anything. Anyways, here we have the NES Dog Bone controller. Also Nintendo, although this is a reproduction unit. Doesn't matter. So, Now, you might notice some similarities to, like, the Super Nintendo controller, what with the rounded design, angled buttons, and all that. But, I mean, this did come out in 1993, I want to say, so Super Nintendo was already on the market for a little while. By the way, see this company here? Tommy Dogbone? Do not buy your controllers from there. These buttons are legitimately awful. Just grab one from eBay or something, and not one of these stupid reproduction units. Yep, it's gone now. Good. But what if you don't want to traditionally control your NES? What if you want to shoot it instead? Oh, stupid cords. See, this is why we adapted the wireless stuff. So I don't have to deal with this garb every 2 hours. You know what, that's fine. Anyhow, NES Zapper. It's a pistol. Ah! Like the original NES controller, the Zapper was pretty revolutionary, I'd say. I mean, light gun games? Hell yeah! Oh shit, what's that above you? Is that a duck? Not anymore, it isn't. With the light gun, or the Zapper, or the gun as everyone just called it. But what if you're not into the original NES controller, the dog bone, or a gun? What if you're with PETA? Well, do I have the controller for you? Oh, what is this? Now this thing here this is the NES Advantage. So, Nintendo started off with arcades, right? Just grabbing my knee here for this. So it's like, it's like a joystick. Buttons, freaking turbo switches. There's a slow mode. It uses both controller ports. Give me a minute. Both controller ports. That is amazing. Got this thing off of eBay. And so, what if you're worried you can't play two-player games? Boom. 1 2-player Switch. Hell yeah, dude. But I've just realized the NES is kind of boring, so let's talk about not the NES. And instead, God damn it. Let's move on to the Super Nintendo. Okay, let's think about this logically. Alright. Okay. I hope this thing ain't broken. Blam! Super Nintendo controller. Oh my, it just melts into your hands. It feels so good. You don't even, like Scott the Woz said, again, I'm terrible. It just melts in your hand, man. You don't even need to think about where the B button is. It's right here. Damn it! A button looks very used. Well, that doesn't matter. Another revolutionary controller, but frankly, I could not care less. Let's talk about some hot garbage. But first, the Game Boy. I know this is Game Boy Pocket with screen rot, but hey, it's still pretty much a Game Boy. So, Game Boy was pretty much like an NES in your hands. At the time, at least. I don't... Oh. Huh. It still works. Huh. Oh. Oh, no, it doesn't. Oh, well. Yeah, so Game Boy. Good controller. I prefer the Game Boy Pocket because I've never used an original Game Boy controller, which is just an original Game Boy. Can you believe it? I can't. Let's move on to the Nintendo 64, because I don't know a Virtual Boy. Well, from talking about the Game Boy to controllers that Wario would love, because hey, this stupid thing looks like the letter W. You see it? See it? See it? It's a W. But it's upside down. Nintendo 64 controller. Oh my god, what is this stupid thing? Also, I might as well mention it. USB reproduction unit. Stick is much better than it probably would be. Yeah. Now, Nintendo 64... Now, as innovative... Now, as innovative as the Nintendo 64 controller was, what the hell was this design? I mean, 3 prongs give you multiple ways to hold the controller, sure, but... Sure, some games use this. Some games use this. I've heard, like, 2 or 3 games use this. Ew. But, what is the correct way to use this thing? Mostly, I've been going with, sometimes, if I want to play, like, something like Mario 2. But, who the hell ever uses it like this? I mean, sure. Never mind. This thing is effing confusing. Alright, good. No property damage today. Woo! So, instead of property damage, I'm going to talk about one of mankind's favorite, apparently, controllers. The GameCube controller. Oh no, I'm using the bad controller. Now, don't get me wrong, I love the GameCube controller. It's perfect. Like Super Nintendo, melts in your hands, but unlike the Super Nintendo, it looks really, really weird. But what do I mean by a bad controller? Okay, so this is like one of 2, 3 GameCube controllers I own. This is the first one I owned, by the way. The stick, look at it. It's like offset slightly. What is that? Friggin' play? With this? No! I'll talk about it instead. Another revolutionary controller, all things considered. I mean, hell, it's got rumble, built-in rumble, might I add. Friggin' the Wavebird let you go wireless with this thing, and it's not like all those ass-old wireless controllers where it's like a TV remote or some shit. This is the real deal. People still use it. Nintendo still makes this stupid thing. Analog triggers, one Z button? That's... yeah, no, I don't know how I feel about that, but the rest of this stupid thing. Ugh. Really good. So then what the hell happened here? I'll tell you what happened. The Wii Remote happened. This was my first video game controller, so I might be a tad bit biased. Good. I mean, sure, without Wii Motion Plus, the motion controls are kind of ass, but hey, what do you expect? You're doing this all over the damn place. But it doesn't just have to be this. It could also be... boom! Nunchuck! Now you have a stick! Oh, that's great. And apparently there's motion sensing in this too. I mean, I've seen it go in Wii Sports Boxing, but nothing else. And if you, like, hold it like this and grab some plastic, boom! Wii Zapper! I don't own a Wii Zapper anymore. I think I might have sold it. But, most importantly of all, it could get an upgrade. Mwah. This is a Wii Remote Plus. It's got Wii Motion Plus built right in and feels heavier because of that. But this is boring. Give me a minute. Boom. Hell yeah. Gotta wear the strap though. Safety first, am I right? No, I'm not right. Thanks for pointing it out. So, Wii Remote, pretty cool. Wii Motion Plus Wii Remote. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, no, not you. Yeah, so this big stupid hunk of plastic is the Wii U gamepad. I don't know Wii U Pro controller, so we're talking about this stupid thing instead. Wii U gamepad, it feels really good to use, as redundant as it is. We got sticks, buttons, an NFC reader. What? The TV remote? Are you kidding me? I wonder if I could look up a touch screen. Okay. And a camera? In what world do you need a camera on a tablet? Wait a minute. Well, I mean, to be fair, without a camera, I wouldn't be here. Yeah. From what I saw in Scott the Woz's game controller video, the Wii U Pro controller ain't too good. It's just the Wii U gamepad at the size of like a GameCube controller, but apparently it doesn't feel good. I don't care. I don't own a Wii U Pro controller. What do I own instead? Haha! Switch Joy-Cons. Alright. Hear me out on this one. I don't really like the Joy-Cons too much. See, I get it. Innovation. They're like a Wii Remote and a Wii U gamepad all in one. Whoa! Anyways. Pretty revolutionary. But, I don't know, I just never liked them. Motion controls, sure. An IR pointer in this one only. Why? HD Rumble? I mean, that cool thing that happens in Kirby Star Allies didn't happen to me for some reason. I'm pissed about that. You know, like, spoilers for a game that came out in, like, 2018 or something, but you know how at the end of the game, Kirby goes into a giant Game Boy and is, like, taken to Dreamland 1 or something? The cool HD Rumble thing didn't happen to me, but Oh. Wait a minute. I think that might just be because it's like a Switch Pro controller only thing. I don't own a Switch Pro controller. Wait a minute. Yes, I do. Aha! I got... Does this count? I mean, sure, it feels like a Switch Pro controller, but it's terrible. It's just a Switch Pro controller. No motion, no HD rumble, no NFC, so I can't use Amiibo in Mario Odyssey. So that sucks. Close up, damn you. Yeah. So, that's pretty much every Nintendo controller I own. Not counting the Game Boy Advance, because, you know, I talked about that last time. You know, I kind of hope Mario and Luigi are okay. I mean, I did lock them in the friggin'...
It's a payback time.
Oh, no.